Hello. Okay, so the second I've done two polls for what I should do for videos, and the second place on both of the polls has been pushed to the sidelines for a bit. So this one's for you, Mom. Now, before I start, I do have to say, sweetie, this is like a movie. This is not like a video call. If you talk to me, I'm not going to respond back because I can't hear you. Okay, now, for you, Mom, dog on a truck. I have a dog. I love my dog. She's my second heart. She's been on the truck since she was 4 months old. This is home for her. When we go home for time off, I say, okay, let's go home. She heads for the truck, not the house. So this is home. Now, having a dog on the truck is like having a kid. There's a lot of responsibility. There's a lot of rewards for it. But it's definitely worth it. But you shouldn't do it until you're ready. Now, for brand new drivers who are still learning how to operate this thing going down the road, who are still unsure about how to get into a dock or into parking spots at truck stops, I don't recommend getting a dog because you've got too much to focus on keeping the truck safe and yourself safe and figuring out how you operate in the truck to try and add the responsibility of a dog on top of that. Now, that being said, once you're comfortable in the environment, I see absolutely nothing wrong with inviting a second heartbeat into the truck. And okay, pros and cons. Let's start with the cons. Dogs have needs. They have medical needs. They have grooming needs. They have dog breath. Come on up. I'm talking about you. They have food requirements. It costs you extra that the company won't pay when you get into a hotel room because you have to pay a pet deposit as well. A lot of trucking companies charge you a pet deposit in order to have the pet on the truck. And more times than not, that's not reimbursable. So if you're paying $300 for that dog to go on the truck, you're paying $300. It's not going to be refunded to you. Now, the pluses of having a dog on the truck. She makes me walk her 3 times a day. I walk her when I start my day at the beginning of my shift. I walk her when I do my half-hour break, like I just did here, and I will walk her at the end of the day. Now, she's been on the truck for 11 years, so she knows the lay of the land. When she first got on the truck, though, the very first thing she had to learn was where she needs to be while the truck is moving. And that is vital for your safety, for the dog's safety. They need to know where it's safe for them to be when you're driving the truck. And you have to put that parameter right from the get-go, because once you teach them that, that's their spot. And in my case, my dog spot is the passenger seat. What I did for her was I put her up on that passenger seat when she was 4 months old with a pig ear and let her have at it. When she tried to get up under my feet, she got kicked because as I was driving, that was the only part of my body that could reach her. And I needed to make it very unpleasant and teach her very sternly not to get under my feet because that can cause all kinds of hazardous conditions. Okay, so now passenger seat's where she is. She's either sleeping while I'm driving or she's barking at whatever she perceives as another puppy, whether it's a cat, a bird, a duck, a cow, a bale of hay, anything that is moving off the side of the road. If she sees it, she's going to bark at it. And I don't have a problem with that. I've actually encouraged it. Now, with her walks, I started her on leash. She stayed on leash until she learned voice commands, so that I didn't have to pull her. I could just use voice commands to control her out on her walks, like to get her away from the trash cans, to get her away from hazards that she didn't see, like stream or puddle or something like that. And then I slowly started to take her off leash. But I always have the leash with me for multiple reasons. One, it's got her doggy do bags on it because I do clean up after my dog. And it also, if there's something that comes up that I didn't see when I put her off leash, I can put the leash back on her before she starts to run off to go play with another dog, which is usually what happens, or a cow, or, you know, whatever she perceives as a dog. Okay, so I try to give her as much off-leash time as possible so that she has the opportunity to stretch and play. You got to know your dog's personality, though, and you got to work with your dog's personality. You're not going to change the dog's personality to suit you. You have to find an appropriate personality to match yours. And I got lucky with this one. She found me. She was 4 months old. I was at a pet shop. They turned a couple of dogs loose and she ran straight for me, and my heart melted. So, and she's been on the truck with me ever since. And apparently she's camera shy right now. She doesn't, normally I get her up on my lap, no problem. But earlier she was messing in the trash bag, so she's being punished and she knows it, and she doesn't want to come anywhere near me. Not that I do any damage to her, I don't. But she fears the bags when they're in my hand because she knows that trash bags can attack. And she doesn't like it when they attack. So yeah, no, trash cans don't actually attack. I use the trash can to attack so that she doesn't want to mess with the trash cans, the trash bags. Anyway, are you gonna come join us? Come here. I really want you to see her on camera. Hold on a second. Come here. Come here. No, she's not coming. Sorry. Anyway, so yeah, having a dog on the truck, she's also a bunk warmer. She curls up under the blanket with me when I'm sleeping. That's her spot. As a matter of fact, when I'm climbing into bed, she's already wiggling herself under the blanket before I even get there. She takes over her spot, and that's her. And even when it's 120 degrees outside, she's still up under the blanket trying to curl up next to me. It's nice when it's like 40, 50 degrees outside to have her curled up next to me. And I do miss her when I have to leave her home. Now, there are times that I have to leave her home because of medical procedures. Because, for example, the last time I left her home, she had an injury on one of her discs. And the riding in the truck and jumping around in the truck was only making it worse. So she needed time to relax. So I left her at home with my husband. And I missed her. She is not just my pet. She's literally my second heart in this truck. So, yeah. If you have any questions about pets on the truck or dogs on the truck, not a problem. Go ahead and leave some message behind, and I will touch base with you guys later. Bye.